Coming to you live from Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
First and 10. Here's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. Short pickup to their own 31. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's keeping it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First tone of the game for James Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Again, it's Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Third and long for him here. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win, and kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
Hurts comes out throwing. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
8 yards on the
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Continuing to move past the 45. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Johnson with a return here. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen looking to throw. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Allen now on 1st down. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've got first down here from the 36. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. It's Allen out of the pistol. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Complete to number 5. Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 5. Third and 10.
Third down, Eagles opting to go with a dime here. Here he goes, third and long. Got a man, that's Kincaid. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Bills first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Cook scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a James Cook touchdown. Matt Prater for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Escapes a defender. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
On first down, Hurts. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And it's going to be second down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Second down, they're going to the option. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
On third down, it's Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's a textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A gain of 5 brings up.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Slot man in motion left. We give here to the motion man. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at 2nd down.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Dalton Kincaid. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
1st and 10 from the 43. In motion right is Cooks. And now from the pistol to Cook. Jukes away from one. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Back to throw now, Allen. Makes Gets the grab in bounds left side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. This is Cook. Got some room to work. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup ahead of second down.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the first down run often leads to second down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Another one for Cook. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Allen on 3rd and short, and he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a second quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Eagles 7.
Now Prater on to send it away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And bring the tight end left. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A gain of 12. And an Eagle first down.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. and you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And it's 3rd down now.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 44.
These little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Eagles are in punt formation. To return, Mecole Hardman. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, got to expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Now run by Cook. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
He was taken down at the
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Play action now. Allen. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. And my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Has it down close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Cook can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. Bills with the lead here at Highmark. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And this time he whips it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Now Prater on to send it away. Shipley now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Into traffic, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Braden Mann on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick down in it at the 1. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen are ready to get back to work now on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on that next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis.
He is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets up fourth and less than a yard now. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Punting unit out now. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he gets it away from his end zone. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Now here he goes. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down. With 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Here's Cook. Again, he's got room. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Prater on for the PAT. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hanson has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
Matt Prater is set to
Now Prater on to send it away. Bigsby with the return. Making some progress here. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Hurts setting up to throw. Finds Barkley underneath. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Slot man motioned over. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Play action, Hurts has it. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hurts throwing again. He's finds Smith. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
On 1st down, Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Number 11, A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 36-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. They go play fake with Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Hurts yet again. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their 1st sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his 1st attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Johnson now on the return. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Bills and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. Stopped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now Allen. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here's a give to Cook. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Give him 5 on the play, and that's good for a Buffalo first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down throw for Allen. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
This is Cook on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Finds him over the middle. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but it can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Play action now with Allen. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Again, Allen to the air. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
3rd and goal for Allen. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got 4th and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these old linemen run off the sidelines, the big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir.
A 26-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance.
Now
Prater on to send it away. Shipley now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to.
27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Motion man left is Brown. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They get an even 40 out of that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st down, run with Barkley. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll air it out on 3rd. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Kate, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
A 46-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Jake
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this 2nd half. First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action now, Allen. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Running back sent in motion. In motion right is Cooks. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Josh Palmer. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shakir in motion right. Allen on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bills have the first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and...
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Bills hold both the football and a solid lead here as they try to close this out. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10. He keeps it on the option. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's caught for the first. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Davis takes it straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. He dodged the tackle. Nice cut back to the right sideline. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills put up even more points in a win. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills continue piling on to this lead.
Eagles 13.
Now Prater on to send it away. Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Man in motion here. Hurts to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the pistol, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles putting up points in a game decided. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles make it an 18-point game.
Eagles 20.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
On the return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Allen on the play action. Dump off to his fullback. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
A 2-yard loss.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west. Right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. Escapes a defender. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. An injured player out there after the snap, and the medical staff quickly out to him. And that is Geno Smith that they're headed for. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds the in route, complete. Now he's past the 25. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles make it an 11-point ball game. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Drive starts with an option, right side. They call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at second down.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. They'll call his number as a runner too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Allen setting up play action. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Handoff here to Davis. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The ball carrier brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal unit and Matt Prater. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Now Prater on to send it away. Bigsby with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So that brings up 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Connects with him down the sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Well, Sean McDermott didn't like that call. We can tell he's got the challenge flag out.
The previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So Sean McDermott's challenge unsuccessful. The call stands. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. And again, here's Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Smith snags it over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Option play. They give it to Barkley. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Down in the 4th. Offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
And the Bills are able to secure this kick. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
First down, it's a run with Davis. And the ball is going to remain at midfield as he is stopped at the line, no gain. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout.
Brings up 2nd
as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play, because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Going right back to Davis. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he has the Bills the first down, and that Brock should clinch them this win. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Get it together. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. This is a design run for Allen. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.